Ask Wilder.
Hello, bienvenue. Welcome to another edition of Ask Wilder, where I give you the male perspective about stuff. You know, like why guys like thongs. It's because they're like barbed wired fences. They protect the property, but don't block the view. You know, important information like that. Okay, let's get to our first question.
Hey Wilder, so my question is that I've always had a lot more guy friends than girlfriends, and there are a couple of guys that I like, but they still just look at me as a buddy. Like, how do I get them to notice me without changing completely who I am?
All right, the infamous friend zone. This is a tough one to get out of, but to get out of it, you must first determine how you got in. Unfortunately, wearing baseball hats and punching guys in their shoulder doesn't land you a boyfriend in this world. So what to do? Use your strong bond with this guy to your advantage. But the next time you go out, dress it up a little bit, flirt with him, throw a little rouge on, be the sexy, confident woman that you are. Prove you're not one of the guys. Prove you're bringing sexy back. Moving right along, let's get to our next question.
Hi Wilder, I'm in a long distance relationship, but the guy I'm seeing is not seeing me as much as I'm seeing him, and it's been bugging me. What should I do?
As I always say, if you really want something, you find a way. If you don't, you find an excuse. And the fact that he's not coming to see you all the time, that sounds like an excuse to me. But guys have a tendency to be lazy. So you're always going to see him. He might just be content with that. So what you got to do here is call him out. But don't worry about the relationship. Now, if Facebook starts showing how many times you view someone's profile page, that's something to worry about. Then we're all screwed. That being said, here's our last question.
Hey Wilder, I have a question. I have a boyfriend who has a big personality and big ego. I love him and I like the fact that he's got a personality like that, but I'm just wondering, is it possible to talk to him about toning it down and being more into a relationship and a little less about himself?
I've seen this character before. He kind of reminds me of me when I was a child. So that's kind of what you're dealing with here. You need to sit him on your knee, burp him, and let him know that this relationship isn't all about the big number 1 on the front of that new sports jersey he just bought. He might not like it, you might get in a fight, but if the big loud mouth can't get over it, well, I'm afraid this relationship is probably one you don't want to be in. It's too bad that real life isn't more like Twitter. Some people really need to be limited to 140 characters or less. Well, that's all the time we have. But speaking of Twitter, tweet me at WilderWeir or go to my blog at cosmotv.ca/Wilder. Send me your questions and I'll give you my answers on
Ask Wilder.